my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 43 of City Living. I have Miko repairing the sink that broke right at the end of the last part, and I figured she was the one, she's on doing the nerd brain. She was really doing the Renaissance sim, which is the same, one and the same, so she had to repair or upgrade an object, so I figured we may as well get her. I don't remember her working out, but she's sore from working out. She must have just done that on the own. So, and she may as well mop, because she's doubly uncomfortable because it's dirty. Now, Ariana is inspired and in a good mood. I'm sure she's not hungry. No. Because I put that, I kind of want to make sure she's the one who eats that puffer fish nigiri, because it was excellent quality, and it was one of the recipes she needed to learn. And then once she has that, she's got all the recipes that everybody in the house knows, and we need to locate the last few recipes on her own. It's like, I can't remember where she is, if she's learned 18. Did she learn the merguez? I'm not sure. And then if she hasn't learned the merguez, she has that to learn still too. And it's just scrolling through the messages here. I really don't know whether, because she was eating so much, I kind of think she didn't finish eating it. And I don't know that she learned that recipe. I've scrolled quite a lot. Yeah, that's going quite far back. So, I don't know that she learned the merguez recipe. So, she hasn't learned it, but she could learn the pufferfish nigiri. Then again, it's not the end of the world, because we could always have Miko make it. And then she can garnish it to make it better quality. It just would be easier if she made it herself, is all. So, both the toddlers, Oliver and baby Angelina, are sleeping. And really, there's not much going to happen between now and the end. I don't know how long of the cool-off period is for the rant. So I did have him upload a viral video, which helped gain him some followers again. Yeah, it's not. So that's the only thing that's dangerous about that rant. The fact I don't know if you can cancel it partway through, but I don't know if it would have made a difference if he could have kept doing it again if he hadn't finished. I'm guessing probably not. But I'll have to keep an eye on when that option comes up again. So, really, I think it's the evening and they all need to... I kind of want Elijah to try and... Maybe depending on what their work activities are tomorrow. So she finished everything. And she's still not got a tick. I don't know how you get... I mean, she did all the stuff and it didn't really move up very far. In some ways, it would make more sense to send her to work. And just have Hannah look after. It's not like she looked after Oliver today. She was too busy doing her work from home assignment. She spent the whole day out in the common area, and poor Oliver got completely ignored. Maybe I'll just send her to work tomorrow. I think I will, just because it doesn't seem like we can concentrate on Oliver, and she didn't really seem to move very far up. I didn't remember her being too far down on this, but maybe she'll just get promoted tomorrow. We'll see in the morning. But I'll be back in the morning, because I'm not going to really do very much between now and the morning, and we'll see what happens in the next sim day in the morning. It's morning, and Charlie is very angry. He looks like he's going to try and calm himself down, which I don't want him to do. And, but I noticed that the option to record the rant came back up, so I've ended the gathering so that we don't have that. And I've enabled the aura, and perhaps because it's only normal, maybe it's not as strong, I don't know. I'll have to try making someone excellent quality and see if the ambiance is any better from it. So, and I had him view it and enabled it to hope like that it would stack a little bit and that he would stay angry for the whole time. So let's see, because the sooner I get this going, in case it didn't, knock on wood, doesn't work again, then it, unlocks only so often, and we need to get it done before he goes to work next time, because, I would hope that would move his bar up once he finishes this, if he finishes this. Fingers crossed. It looks like it's almost done, and he's still angry, and he got the money, and it didn't move the bar up. So we're gonna disable the aura because we don't actually want him to be angry. I had the walls up just so that I could get to the painting easily. So we will now let him go. He wanted to calm himself down, so we'll try and let him calm down like he wanted to do. He didn't want to be angry. His first thing was to go, and what is she? She was energized. Oh, why is she energized? She's from fast internet. Just put the walls down, get them out of the way. I know there's also out here, there's tulips, and tulips will make them energized. It's a kind of funny thing that if I remember the first time my Sims were out in the yard and they were energized, and I'm like, what's making them energized? And it was the tulip. And I had another one where it kept being different emotions, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but then it turned out what it was, that clay, the modeling clay, when they shape it in different forms, it gives different auras. They're just random, like different ones give different ones, but it's not like you can say model in this one. It just, they model and sometimes they do it. I hope you go into the bathroom there, Salim, since it looks like you have to go. And are you coming to actually look after the baby? You need to change his diaper. And maybe give her a cuddle. Try and build your relationship, since you don't have a relationship with her, just like you don't have a relationship with poor little Oliver. And Oliver's still sleeping. I do find the toddlers sleep a long time. And those beds don't give very good quality. They're not, no matter what bed you get of the 3 toddler beds, they only give energy 1, so it takes them a long time to sleep, which, I mean, really, toddlers do sleep a lot. So it's not unheard of. I'm going to rock and try and build this relationship. And what I'm curious is, I'm not sure if we ever did introduce, if we needed to introduce to little Oliver. There's so many people here. I'll go home on the home. And he is there. And he says his acquaintances, but he is showing up as being our nephew. But he is not. Oh, he is awake. Now, what is his problem? Does he have to go to the potty? Is that his problem? Oh, let's do this. We're going to have him. Hopefully it's not a hard one, and we'll have him work from home. Get confident and promote policies. Very easy. Let's go get confident right now. Let's go brush our teeth. That's a simple one to do. And you, my dear, are you finished? You're going to have a shower. No. What about you, Ariana? You're a bit hungry, but I think you can look after, and we can start this gathering again. Since I saw she had a whim, that's what reminded me. And he is dirty. Is he dirty because he peed his pants? Probably. So you, my dear, can give little Oliver a bath. And tick that off. You need a bath yourself. So you're going to give him a bath, and then we're going to feed him. Like I said, I kind of am half inclined to make Ariana go to work, because it seems like it depends on if she somehow, when she goes in, oh look, he's upset. She's upset. I'm wrong. I'm gonna bottle feed, because I assume Angelina is hungry now. And because I don't know that everybody, I had them do some reading. Oh, and the other thing that happened overnight is Ariana finished her book. So she's now gone and published some of the books she had in her inventory. So her inventory is not as full. She published 7 books, and so we'll be getting royalties from her books this morning. So, oh, we had a successful rant. He actually gained a few followers. Normally, I don't know that I've ever gained followers from ranting. I've always lost followers. So that's interesting. I didn't realize you could actually gain followers from a rant. Work for Miko starts in an hour. Let's check Miko's needs to see whether she needs anything. She doesn't need very much, but because she's here, why don't we go use and watch, which will make her focused, and then just take a shower. Now I'm going to take a shower first, just because they don't always use the shower, the sink closest to them for washing their hands. So I'm going to have her shower, so then she can use the toilet, and then she can go wherever she wants to wash her hands afterwards. So that her needs, so she's in good shape before she goes to work. He could use a thoughtful shower. That's all he really needs, because I assume he also goes to... Oh, he doesn't work yet. And Salim did finish his book, and it was a bestseller, so now he has 2 more bestsellers to write. And but we'll have him take a thoughtful shower anyways, because he needs to have a shower, and he can write. He can do some writing and work on the next bestseller. We're going to start him. We'll just do a screenplay. And now we need to check in on little Oliver, because I know he was hungry before he had his bath. What's he going to do? Asking for food. Is she not an assigned caregiver? Do you have to? I thought... Yeah, it's automatically there. It's not coming up as a option. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see whether Charlie... Brighton Day... He doesn't have to introduce himself. And what is in the fridge for food? Open. The garlic noodles are still there, so he can come grab himself some of those. And how are your needs? You need to have a shower, and what are you going to the bathroom? You're cleaning the bathroom. We have a maid coming in. You don't need to clean the bathroom. Clean the toilet. Why don't you just sing in the shower, and then you can go and, fingers crossed, eat that pufferfish nigiri. And it is excellent, so hopefully, and she is in a decent mood, so I think if it's poor quality and they're in a bad mood, that's what can cause it to kill them. But what we do for the quest for learning recipes, and she works in 2 hours, so she hasn't got the call yet. And you know what, if we have little... He can babble. See, he doesn't have very high quality... Sorry, his communication is probably still only at 1. She got her promotion. Did she? She did. So she's promoted to curator of the finest flavors. She will now make 441 per hour, which was 96 more than she made before. She got a bonus of 1762. I don't know what this onus of fun. Some new Creative Sim clothes. Only the finest dining and golden bowl of fruit. Wrong sim. I'm just wondering if anything went into her. And that looks all like what she had before. Let's go in the household inventory, because the bowl of fruit should be there. There's the bowl of fruit. So I don't know what what that is. I don't know. Let me know if you know what that is. 1,000 simoleons for that. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should put that on the actual table in the middle. I'll put it there. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with using the table. Their cheap table that they got from their second apartment. So we didn't quite complete the goal of living in every district, but that was because the Uptown district was only apartments, and I kind of wanted to get out of the apartment thing. I wanted to actually just be in a penthouse. I would have had to have converted the lounge penthouse to be a... Oh, so it's not too hard. She has to review food or drink or write a column, which is 2 columns if I remember correctly. This is excellent, so let's see. I'm a little bit concerned still. I'm a little nervous with her eating this, I have to say. I'm a little bit more than a little nervous. See, the thing with the writing column is they have to usually write 2 columns. But it's still maybe, I don't know that she'll finish it before she goes, but it doesn't really matter, because I've heard that they don't get they don't get pay raises once they get to the highest level of these semi-active careers. The active careers from Get to Work, you do get pay raises, and I assume that's just something that they will work on and fix, and that it won't be like that forever. So why don't you babble some more? Why don't you babble and try and get your skill up for your communication so you can ask for more things. Geekcon is in town. We need to go to Geekcon. Speaking of which, we will work from home. So she needs to write a book and recommend a hangout to 3 Sims. And then she works again. She doesn't work tomorrow, so she has quite a lot of time to get this done, so that's good. And that's how she gets her paid. And we're actually working on books for this. So, yay, that's a good one. But she needs to finish her food. And she learned it. So she's got 20 of 27 recipes. And she's cleaning up. And so what we're going to do is we are going to hire a nanny. So that we can go out and leave the babies at home with the nanny. And then we can all go to Geekcon. Because both Charlie, I had them read, so they read one of their 2 books they had left to read last night. We're going to put them on location because they both need to win a contest at Geekcon, which I probably should have been working. I forgot that they needed to do that. Wasn't thinking about that because the next Geekcon is not for another 2 sim weeks. If they don't win today, we have to wait 2 more sim weeks till they get a chance. Let me just check. It is what it is. I can't really do anything about it. He's max video gaming, so he should be able. And I think if you do the game, if you complete that I did that. I said I wasn't sure, but I did it with someone else in another game file, and they just were successful at the ultimate gaming test, and that completed that aspect of it. And they both maxed their video gaming skills. So we should be. So we're gonna hire a nanny, and once the nanny, how are little Oliver's needs? He's eaten. And he does have to go to the bathroom. This maid is angry for some reason. Why don't you potty train him while we're waiting for the nanny to come? Because we really do need to get to Geekcon. I guess we didn't all have to go because the girls don't really need to go. And Salim definitely doesn't need to go because they're all like well behind in the location aspiration. So they don't need to. Like, she has to kiss someone at the romance festival. Well, she has donated to a protester. And there's our nanny. Okay, so I'm going to take them over to Geekcon, and we will join them over there when they get there. It turns out that the festival is in our area. I don't keep them straight. So... And the contests haven't started yet, so we can have Elijah continue to potty train Oliver because of the fact that they haven't started yet. He did become confident, and now he needs to promote his policies. So I don't know that he can promote them with Salim, because Salim is sitting and writing, so he needs to listen to some music to help keep his fun up. And then when he's finished with the potty training, why don't we go over to Charlie and promote our policies? And that's assuming that the festival, the contests don't start between now and then, because we will have them do that. So let us see how this goes. And she needs to write a book, so she could actually, and she needs to recommend some hangouts. So why don't we do that? Recommend museum. If we can. I just don't know that we can do that with him sitting down. I guess it might give us an idea. Oh, it says restaurant. Oh, he finished his book. And it was a bestseller because we were at 1. So why don't we write another book? We will write a screenplay, if you will. So did that count as 1? Yes, it did. And we can try and recommend to Hannah. I'm surprised that the contests haven't started yet. Recommend restaurant. And there they go. So I will be back as soon as I have them set up down below, because it just takes a little time. Oh, look, we got the money for him doing the policies there. So he's finished his tasks for today, and he is hungry, but that's just a bit tough. I think I'll rally the troops before we go down to do the festival, and like I said, I'll be back when they're down there. They're both doing the ultimate gaming test. I did try, while the computers are sparkling, every time I select it, it seems to, you know, no longer have the orange on it. Oh, there it is. So he can do it. But I don't know if it was because I was up at the apartment and it wasn't recognizing that they were actually at the festival, and therefore I couldn't do it. So, Hannah, you need to go look after your baby. I see that he is crying. That's the disadvantage, is now that we haven't left the property, that we still have all of them to look after. Oh, the nanny's kind of looking after. Oh, yeah, it looked after, was successful. So, did you, Hannah? Did you, Ariana? So, okay, let me see. So, he got 100 and he got the future cube, and he completed it. So, doing that definitely counted. It will count if you do the programming too, if you win that. Any of the 3 tiers, first, second, or third. Because I had a sim that didn't come in first, but they were like second or third, I don't remember. They got some money from it and it completed it, but also just doing that. So you just need to really concentrate on one of the 2 to be able to do that. And now Charlie started second. So that's probably why he hasn't got his yet. But you know what? Since we're down here, why don't you try and win the computer? I know his programming is not as high, and I don't remember which one that I had. Oh, there, Charlie. So he's not finished because he still has to master the singing skill. He hasn't done that yet. And I don't know if they're going to the same computer or not. No, I didn't have them set up to go to the same computer. So they're doing that. So, and she has recommended she needs to recommend one more hangout. Friendly. We'll do another restaurant if we can. I don't know what that is. Is that a funny sink that they're going to get water from? Because obviously we can't recommend a hangout to our son, since he's a toddler. Now, can he do it? How can't you do it while he's sitting there? That's the question. Okay. Oh, we got it. So she got that. Now she needs to write a book. So I'm going to have her go cloud gaze. We don't want to give an apartment key. She wants to woohoo with Elijah. I'm sure we can arrange that. But she also needs to listen to talk radio, which we can do when she's writing. Now, did he finish his book, or is he's I don't know if he finished his book. One way to tell. Right? We might have interfered with finishing the book. Or maybe it just wasn't a, perhaps it wasn't. We'll do a mystery. And we will listen to talk radio. But I think that's kind of it for this part. We managed to, if I can find talk radio, it's not really, I guess he's listening. No, he's not listening. I don't really understand. And listen to music. Maybe that's one way to do it. It's not the usual way that I'm used to doing it. So let's just go quickly check in on Charlie. Did he do the... So he completed and he got 74%. I've seen higher, but it's okay. And he's gonna play, but he just needs to master the singing skill, and he still needs to get to the top of his career. He is only at 9. So perhaps tomorrow, next time, which will be around in the morning, we will find that out. Though it's only 3 in the afternoon, so we'll probably start off around where we're leaving off, and we can see whether or not we can perhaps travel somewhere and see. We can't leave until the festival is over, but once the festival is over, then we can maybe go to Uptown District and see if he protests there, if other people will join, or maybe just one of the other districts that we're in. See if people will join in, so that not that Miko can do anything because she's at work right now, and she should be working hard because she's close to the top, but I don't know, she's not home, she's not at work very much longer, so I probably should have had her working hard all day. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not really, they have lots of money. It's not really a priority to get her leveling up too quickly. So that's it. We have completed the aspiration, and the trait that he gets from completing the aspiration is, if I can see, he's got a big list of traits. In the know, from completing the city native aspiration. Sims who are in the know can get a massive discount on market stall purchases if they haggle with vendors. So you have to haggle, you don't just get it automatically. Okay, so I guess it makes haggling more useful to do. But that's it. He's done his aspiration and he's reached the top of his career. I knocked something. He reached the top of his career, and Ariana's reached the top of her career, so we just have Charlie left to reach the top of his career. And of course Ariana still has 7 recipes to learn, and I'm not sure how easy that is. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what recipes she has outstanding. We're gonna be doing a hunt. It's kind of like a, I don't know how easy that's going to be to do, but we will try our best to see, but if we can get to more. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much!